Taking a look at the neck here, I've got a flat bar here with notches cut in it for the frets, and you can just barely see a sliver of light. I'm going to try and move the camera real slow here through the center section of the fretboard, and I might have gotten too high there, but basically, yeah, there you go. Whoa, sorry about that, guys. Basically, there's just a sliver of light through the center section of the fretboard here, and I'm okay with that. It's maybe a thou, maybe 2 thou of a sliver, and for the amount of time that it would take to, I'm going to pull back here for a sec, guys. The amount of time that it would take to make a jig and flatten it out, I'm not going to see that in my playing at all. On this instrument, the action is going to be high enough for sure to take that out. The next thing I did was take my fret rocker and see all the way down the neck if there were any high frets. And this one right here, if you listen, you can hear it rocking. So that means this fret right here, the number 3 fret, is just a little bit high. I think there were maybe 2 or 3 other frets with some minor highness to them. And I could adjust all these and file them right now as I'm making this guitar, or I can leave them as is, and I really want to get this thing strung up and let it sit for a month before I do the fretwork, and then decide if I want to take them down. The whole reason I did this is, number one, to find out if I'm close. And if I'm close, I feel like I'm okay. I've got guitars. My guitars have way worse fret jobs than this one, and that is a fact. So the next thing I did is, I've got this straight edge that I bought at the Home Depot or something, and I put some sandpaper on a machined surface and basically just sanded it down so I know it's perfectly flat. And what I did was get up against here, take my feeler gauges here, and determine that, what was the number? It's 35 and 12, so 47 thousandths is my clearance, and that's how high these frets are supposed to be. So I think they're either 47 or 48 thousandths is what the book will tell you they are. And if I put in a couple more thousandths, it won't slide under, so I know this is good. So what that's telling me about the nut is I'm going to add about 5 thousandths to it, and that won't fit under there. But I'm going to set these 2 feeler gauges on here and scribe a line onto my nut, and that's going to give me a little bit of extra clearance, 5 thou of extra clearance. I may decide to make that just a little bit more, but when I slot the nut, that's how far down I will go. So I'll just make a mark here. That's how far down I will go when I slot the nut, and then I'll have to play it and see if it needs to be slotted a little bit more. So once I have that mark, then I'll take this top down to its final dimension of where I want it. I'm going to start at this end. I say this end and I'm not pointing to anything. I'm going to start right here, and I want to leave 1/8 of an inch on this end and 3/16 on the other. So there's 1/16. There's 3/16 right there. That leaves me 1 24/64, which would be 88/64. If If we divide that by 5, what do we get? 17 plus 3. So I'm going to cheat on the base side is going to get the extra 64s. So I'm going to go with 17 here. Then 34. We'll go 35. 64 and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. So that should get us right on 18. So there we go. Now we split the difference real good. This one looks a little funny right there. This one's off just a hair, right? There is where I want it. Right there. Okay, now we get to slide. Well, that's about how we're going to leave it in terms of the scalloping. I'm going to maybe have to go deeper with it. May have to file off the entire top here. Just depends on how the strings sit. I've never made a nut before. Never filed one down or altered one or whatever. So this is all an experiment. I knew I wanted it to look nice, so that's why I'm doing the scallop business on it. And I probably need to run the old fret file on it there just to get her nice and smooth and shiny, level. Whoopsie, I'm gonna cut that way. So that's how I think I'm gonna leave her for tonight. That's it for me. Yeah. Don't let your meatloaf